Hey everybody, welcome back to What Was Mommy Thinking? My name is Crystal and I'm so glad that you're here. Today we're going to do my first ever real-time tracking. Oh, if you're in to see what's happened since payday just on Friday, so we're just going to do a few days worth, please stick around and let's get started.
Wanna shake that ground, wanna break away, let loose. I'm tired of waiting, gotta make that move.
All right, welcome. I hope everybody is having an amazing weekend. I want to thank you guys so much for being here. I hope that everybody will give this video a big thumbs up, and if you're not already a subscriber, please consider doing that. If you are, thanks so much for being back. We're going to do this, y'all. We are going to track in my planner. I just got paid on May 28th. If you missed my cash envelope and sinking fund stuffing, I will link it above here. But I've never done this with y'all, and I've barely done it on my own. This is my last week in my classic Happy Planner size budget, because I've moved over into a big Happy Planner budget system, and I'll link the video explaining all of that here. But for today, we're going to end out our budget for the month of May. It's all bulky. Okay, so I've got some things that I need to track starting on Friday. I explained in my last video that I'm going to track from Friday till the following Thursday of each week, and that's how we're going to do this. So I'm going to grab a pen, and what color are we going to use today? Oh, I should probably do something erasable, right? Let's do... I'm trying to steer away from navy blue because I feel like I do that all the time, but I also want it to show up, so let's do regular blue. And I'm going to leave this over here to the side, just, well, maybe on this side, just because I'm going to need my highlighters. Okay, so we got paid, on Friday, May the 28th. So this tracker is going to run from May the 28th through June the 3rd. And I'm just writing this up here for myself. It doesn't really mean anything for anybody else. On May the 28th, I think I told you guys in my Financial Friday video that I did celebrate the end of the school year by taking my 9-year-old out for a little date. And the only thing that we did was grab some smoothies at Smoothie King. So I'm going to put that one in here under 528. And it was Smoothie King. And it was Jackson and I. And he got his little packet from his teacher, you guys. And he got all these awards. And if it didn't have his pictures and stuff on it, I would show you guys. It was so sweet. They took all of the words that his classmate used to describe him and put it all over this really cool picture. And it was just very touching. I'm very grateful for his amazing teacher. So the amount on Smoothie King was $12.99. This was definitely a want, and it was pretty much unplanned. The other thing that I did on May the 28th was I gassed up my vehicle. And for those of you that may not know, my car is called BAM. I am one of the world's biggest Medea fans, like crazy Medea fan. We used to have 2 SUVs. One of them was Medea and one of them was BAM. And unfortunately, Medea had gone past her expectancy. So now we only have Bam. And if you ask, I don't know, a particular 15-year-old, it's a big ass mama mobile. So excuse my French, but that's what it is. So we did this at Kroger. And I did use my fuel perks, and I know you guys have talked about it too, but gas has really, really gone up. And I didn't even get a full tank, but the only cash I had on me was the $51 that we had stuffed. So I did the full $51. And then on 5/28, I took allowance that I've been saving for quite some time, and I went to Hobby Lobby. So, I was gifted for Nurses Week, I was gifted one of the 3 planners that I have picked out to use in 2022. And you guys have seen my Franken planner video. I use 3 different planners for different parts of my life, and I've already picked out the planners that I want to use for next year, and they were released as part of the new line, and they are 18-month planners, and I was gifted one of those for Nurses Week. So, it's sort of like that book. Did you guys ever read that book, If You Give a Mouse a Cookie? It's sort of like that, because as soon as I got the first one, I had to go get the other 2. So that's what I did. I went and got my 2 other planners. And why? I don't know. I feel like M-I-C-K-E-Y. Because we love you. And those 2 planners, and then I got a couple of other things that were on clearance, came out to $94.76, and I did spend all cash, and it was out of allowance that I had saved. And I don't know, I guess to put unplanned, because I hadn't planned on doing it yet. I was going to wait till closer to the first of the year, but I got that first one and decided to go ahead and get the other 2 while they were on 40% off sale. So I did that. And then the last thing was on the 28th, got a Sonic beverage. It's my Achilles heel. It's a Diet Coke with fresh lime wedges in it. Oh my goodness, it is life-changing. That was $1.73 because you are paying half price if you order through the app, and that was a want, and it was unplanned. So those are all the things that we did on the 28th. Then on the 29th. So on the 29th, we did Domino's as our end of the school year celebration dinner, and we got pizza and bread and all kinds of fun things, and it was again end of the school year, and it was so good. If you guys have not tried the Philly cheesesteak pizza, don't knock it till you tried it. And they have a decent gluten-free pizza according to my husband. So we did that, and it was $94.10. It was definitely a want, and it was kind of unplanned. Then to go with that Domino's pizza, we did stop and get Sonic drinks for the whole family, and again they were half price. So I'll bring that down, and we spent $7.47 on that little ditty. And then on Sunday, which was 5:30, I did a Walmart grocery, and I will tell you that in that Walmart grocery there was grocery, and that was like 90% of it. There was household, and there was cosmetic. And I actually have to look in my phone really quick and see what the total was, because you know how it takes a certain amount out of your bank account. So it was $148.31, and the original was like $179 is what came out of my bank. So they'll put that back, and these were needs, and they were planned. And also on Sunday we had to get some ice at Buc-ee's, which is a big, I don't want to call it a gas station, but I'm afraid that's what it is. But it's this really cool establishment that we have here in Texas. We got ice for the cooler because we had baseball, and it was $2.14. Now, along those same lines, so this is still Sunday, right? I think I messed up my dates, y'all. Anyway, today is the 31st. It is Monday. So let's talk about baseball. So yesterday for baseball, we did Subway for my son and I. And we did Sonic for the drinks because you can't just have any drinks. We did Albertsons for the baseball superstition of you must have Mentos. Then for dinner last night, my son had KFC, and I stopped at Walmart on the way home to complete my Ibotta. So all of this is yesterday. And I have my Filofax Saffiano here because in it, I have a ton of receipts. Like a ton of receipts. So I'm going to see if I can write some of these totals down. Oh, look, a coupon. 25% off. Grocery coupon with newer. Oh, this is Albertsons. Okay. So at Albertsons, we spent $17.32 because we did buy candy for the entire team. At Subway, we spent $12.78. At, what do we got here? At Sonic, we spent $3.44. And at Walmart, we spent $32.48. And all of that was just to finish off my Ibotta bonus. So what I will tell you is that you guys saw me cash out all of my Ibotta the other day, and I got $34.83 back between this and this purchase in rebates and bonuses. So if you don't use Ibotta and you don't know how to use Ibotta, or you've been interested but maybe a little intimidated by it, I'm going to leave my referral link to Ibotta in the description box below. You guys, I love Ibotta. I can't say enough about it. It is my absolute favorite app for getting rebates on products. I'm going to go ahead and send this $34 and however many cents it is, 83. So all I have to do is put that money in, and off it goes to my bank account. Done. So now I'm back at zero. And if I go here, I see that I've got a couple of bonuses. I've got a midweek, a referral, a box tops. I'm really close to hitting my May level 2. I've got how many offers? So I've got 6 more offers to redeem before I hit my May level 2, and I've got some other ones here that aren't so much of a big deal. So that being said, this is my spending tracker for this week. What I need to do is here, let's go in here. All of this stuff for baseball is planned. Even the candy for the entire team, all of that is planned, and it's all once. And I know that I put these in there backwards, and that's really okay because that just fits with who I am. So here's what I have to do. You guys, if you watched my cash stuffing video from Friday, you know that we had no money in sports whatsoever. So what I decided to do is to take grocery and household and eating out and kind of combine them to get through this piece, because I also meal prepped on Saturday. I'll talk a little bit more about that here in just a second. Let me get a calculator and let's add some of this stuff up, and then we're going to check in my cash envelopes in my wallet and make sure that we balance everything out. All right, so I've got a little cheat sheet here in my planner. It's actually just a couple pages back here. Somewhere I've got a little sheet that says what color highlighter I use for everything. Here we go. So I'm going to pull this out really quick because part of my goal of tracking is to make sure that I'm consistent with like my color coding and everything. So pretty much all of my cash envelopes are down here on this bottom part of the paper, and I've got all of those in here. So I'm going to go through really quickly and we're going to highlight these. Let me get all of those out. And I do like the Friction Erasable Highlighters. I've used them at work for a couple of years now. One of the other ladies that I work with kind of turned me on to them and let me know about them, and we've been using them a lot at work. In healthcare, you don't get to always keep track the best, and it helps to be able to highlight little tasks that you get done when you're taking care of folks. And if you accidentally highlight the wrong one, you can go ahead and just erase it. So let's go in and let's start with eating out, which is purple, because that's going to be a big one. So Smoothie King is definitely an eat out, and Sonic, and Domino's, and more Sonic. Oh, it's raining here, you guys. And then Walmart, Buc-ee's. So here's where I get a little bit, you know, because we wouldn't have gotten Subway and KFC and Sonic had it not been for baseball. So in my tiny little brain, that I would normally highlight that pink for sports, but because we didn't have any money in sports, I'm going to go ahead and highlight that purple. And I'm going to use Buc-ee's for ice, Subway, Sonic, Albertsons, KFC. All right. And then Walmart. Oh, I guess I messed that up. Where's my KFC receipt? See, this is why you use erasables. Let me see if I can find my KFC receipt from last night. Y'all, my son ate 6 chicken minis all by himself. All by himself. Well, I don't see my KFC receipt anywhere. I'll have to look it up in my phone. However, let me go ahead and move this down. Would you look at that? All right, so let me move this $32.48 down. Okay. I am going to put you guys on pause just for a second. Let's look that up. Y'all, I mean, I was going to say you're not going to believe this, but why wouldn't you believe it? I do crap like this all the time. So I'm sitting here looking through my bank account, looking through everything, trying to find what I spent, like I swiped a card or something when I actually spent cash. And yeah, so my son's dinner last night was $14.88. I can't believe it. Well, I can believe it. That's what I do. All right. So now let's go ahead and take care of gas, since it's just one charge. It's this one right here. We'll highlight that bad boy off. And then we're going to go ahead and take care of allowance, which is this pretty blue. I am not a good highlighter, am I? Okay. then the last category that we're going to have for this 3 days of tracking is going to be grocery. So here's what I'm going to do, y'all. This was one of those weird, because I'm just now getting back into tracking and doing it the way I'm supposed to be doing it. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to check my cash envelopes for these categories and make sure that I don't have to pull anything from anywhere. So I've got my wallet. I've got a ton of change in here that I need to get into my cash jar. But I'm going to go ahead and pull my Happy Planner Skinny Mini out. And we're going to go through some categories. And we're just going to pull the cash that I have in there out. So grocery says I have 84, 50, 70, 75, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84. And we're just going to add that up over here. I'm going to set the cash aside. And I'm going to leave the ledger out, kind of just laying here until I see what's going on. So 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 75. So we'll add 75 to that. And then in gas, I do believe, yeah, so I did actually fill that ledger out because that was on Friday and it wasn't the weekend and crazy busy. And then for eating out, whatever's in here is coming out. So I will take the ledger out and leave it laying here. And it says I should have 101. So I've got 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Way off from 101. But that's exactly what I expected, so I'm not even worried about it. So let's go through here and put our money together and see what we have that needs to go to the bank and what categories I should have any money left in, if any at all. So, and I forgot to put what I have. So 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, shoot. 50, 70, 90, 110, 130. 135, 140, 145, 150, 155, 160, 165, 170, 171, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79. So, somewhere along the way I got $20, which was probably the eating out. So, I've got 179. Now, the gas, I paid in cash and that ledger's all up to date. The rest of this, I want to go through and I want to put a dot next to things that I swiped my card for. So Smoothie King, I swiped a card. Hobby Lobby, I paid cash out of my allowance. Sonic, the $1.73, that was in the app, so that went on a card. Pizza was PayPal, so that went on a card. Sonic, well, it's our debit card. The Walmart grocery was in the app. Buc-ee's was debit. Subway $12.78 was cash. The Sonic in the app. Albertsons $17.32, that was cash. KFC was cash, and Walmart was cash. So, of all of the things that I have a dot next to, I need to add those things up. So, Smoothie King, $12.99. Then we come down and it's Sonic for $1.73. And it's Domino's for $94.10. And then it's Sonic for $7.47. And $148.31. And then $2.14. And then $3.44. Okay, so we are at $270.18. I need to write that down on a little piece of paper or something here. I'm going to write it on a little scratch over here to the side. So $270.18. And of that, we have $179 in cash, which is going to go into my bank account. And that means that I need to take $91.18 out of my grocery money that I have in the bank, because it's probably this Walmart charge here that put me over. I had 101 in Eat Out, and I went over that, and I thought between grocery, household, and Eat Out this would be covered, but I'm actually $91.18 off. So what I have to do is to account for that $91.18, and that will come out of my grocery that started on May the 28th. So I'm going to update all of my sinking funds trackers and put them down at 0. They will not get funded again until Friday, June the 4th, but I'm going to get this money ready to go to the bank. Make sure, I'm going to count it one more time. 50, 70. Oh my gosh, you guys. Tragedy. Oh, Mr. Jackson. I'm so sorry, Mr. Jackson. Okay, 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79. Oh, poor Mr. Jackson. On Memorial Day, look what I did. All right, I gotta fix this. So $179 from the $270.18 that was spent over the last few days leaves me with $91.18. So I'm going to put a little arrow right here that lets me know this is where I balanced it. I know that the highlighter kind of gives that away, but I'm going to write $91.18, and I'm going to write grocery right here. Now, from that $91.18, we can go ahead and subtract the money that's coming from Ibotta. And that was $34.83. That leaves us $56.35. So I'm going to put minus Ibotta equals $56.35. Now, I also have $15 coming from, is it Fetch Rewards or Shop Kicks? I think it's Fetch. So this may actually be a little bit lower if that money comes in sooner than later. But as of right now, I've spent $56.35 out of my money that's in my bank, and I think that for as much as we did and for as much fun as we had, I think that that's really great. And this is the first piece of taking out of any of the money that we have in the bank for anything. So I don't have to dip into savings. I don't have to dip into any of my sinking funds or anything other than that. This is all going to be fine. All of these envelopes will get stuffed on Friday, June the 4th. This will go through Friday, June the 4th. And I've already meal prepped for most of the week. I did, I think I made 8 or 9 different things on Saturday because our baseball got postponed until Sunday. And then my son got hurt yesterday, so he's not playing today. So he's fine. I know you guys are going to be wondering and asking. Connor is fine. We thought he might have broken a finger, but it is just really, really severely jammed and bruised and has to be immobilized for a little while. So he played his little heart out and got a little injury, and everything's going to be fine. So anyways, guys, I'm rambling and I'm making this video super long for no good reason. I want to thank you guys so much for doing this with me. Again, this is really my first time doing this in I can't even tell you how many years, and I've never done it consistently ever. So if you have any comments or suggestions, I already know that I need to, get really good at making sure that I don't spend what isn't in the envelope. But I'm just going to be honest with you guys about where we spent, what we spent, and how much difference there was between the cash I had to do it and what I have to use out of what we had in the bank. We do leave $1,000 a month in the bank for groceries. So this $56.35 will come out of that $1,000. The $34 and change that we put in there for my Ibotta will go directly into my checking account. So it just goes straight back into grocery, and that's how we do it. So this will come out of the money that we have in the bank for grocery, and I think that that's great. As far as the rest of this goes, I'm fine with all of it. I think that I think we did really well. And to put it all down on paper, like, I think it's going to be better for me because I've never really tracked my allowance or fund money or whatever you want to call it. I've always just spent my cash and did what I wanted with it when I had it. So I've never really tracked it and watched what I did. And same with gas. I buy gas. I don't really track it, because that's something we do pretty consistently. But this helps me just sitting here looking at it. It helps give me a visual picture of kind of where our money's going. And I know at the end of the week when I tally everything up and do my percentages that this is going to be skewed a little bit because there was no money in the sports fund. But moving forward, once that envelope gets restuffed, there'll be a lot of things that are purple right now that'll actually be pink because it'll be for sports. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for tracking with me and helping me think all of this through. I know even though you're not physically here, able to communicate with me like on a Zoom call or anything, it really does help me to be able to talk it all through. Please leave me your comments, suggestions, and any advice that you have in the comment section below, because I am still learning how to do this and it will get better. And this week will be in this little planner, and then next week will be over in my big happy planner. So thanks so much for watching, you guys. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Take care, be well, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.